Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to the Live, Build, Change podcast. My name is Kerry Green. This is the Morning Mindset, and we are orienting ourselves here at the beginning of the day to think along the lines of how God thinks about himself, about the world, about the circumstances going on in the world. And we want to be able to think that way because that enables us to live rightly in this day, to have our minds aligned with the truth of God, enables us to live out the truth of God. I hope that makes sense to you. That's why this morning mindset is so vital. And of course, you don't have to use this morning mindset audio to do that for yourself every morning. In fact, I hope you are taking more steps, additional steps beyond what I'm providing here for you to help yourself be aligned for the challenges of the day. But the point is, the morning mindset is here to help you, and I pray it is a help to you. Today, I want to look at Proverbs chapter 20, verse number 25. And this passage brings out a situation that I've seen happen quite often. I mean, let me paint this situation for you. How many times have you, or someone you know, been in a situation that felt very, very desperate, and you desperately wanted things to change, to be different? You wanted some kind of deliverance. You wanted some kind of miracle from God to intervene on your behalf. And in that moment, you said something like this: "Oh God, if you will just do this, if you will just make this better in the way I'm thinking, the way I'm hoping, I will live for you the rest of my life. I will do this, I will do that." And you make a promise to God based on your desire for him to take action on your part. You're really making a vow that if God comes through in the way you want, you will come through for him. And Proverbs chapter 20, verse 25 is a passage that applies to those kinds of situations. It doesn't sound like it at first because the writer is using the kind of language people in his day would understand, the kind of situation they would understand. But it applies exactly to the kind of thing I just described. Here's what it says. It says, "It is a snare, a trap, to say rashly, 'It is holy,' and to reflect only after making vows." So let me read it again. "It is a snare to say rashly, 'It is holy,' and to reflect only after making vows." What is he saying? Well, he's saying that it's a trap. It's a trap to pledge yourself to something, to make a commitment based on a rash, in-the-moment sort of a situation that you want to see changed, and only afterward to realize what you've done. You've made a vow to follow through on something that you actually may not be able to follow through on. I mean, you may not have the wherewithal, you may not have the grit, you may not have the determination because you're a human being and you're going to fail. And he's saying that is a trap. Be careful of that. Don't put yourself in a situation where you have committed yourself, especially to the God of the universe. I think that's what that part, "It is holy," is referring to. You see, you're making a holy kind of a vow to God. Don't put yourself in that place to make a commitment to the God of the universe that you may not be able to keep, because he takes vows very seriously. A vow is engaging him in the process. It's somehow tying him up in the promise because you're making it to him. And so be careful, my friends. Yes, pray with earnestness. Ask God to act on your behalf. But don't commit yourself to things as some way of trying to coerce God into action on your behalf. He is gracious. He is merciful. He loves to respond to his children. And that's really all we need. So as you pray for those impossible situations in your life, trust your God and rest in his goodness toward you. Let's talk again tomorrow on The Morning Mindset.